And welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I am your host, your role model, Ric Lieb, the former two-time World Heavyweight Champion in Rubber City Wrestling, and the former one-time World Television Champion.
I thought it was
and the guy who beat me is right here. I'm giving you credit.
I know, but I thought it was the Global Television Championship.
It's global means world. What do you?
It's not the same
all right,
though.
RCW Global
The
Television Championship.
show is RCW Global.
All right.
RCW
Touché.
World.
Touche. George Pickens likes me to refer to it as the world. And while he's the champ, I'll say world.
Well, we'll see how long that lasts.
Matter of fact, George Pickens calls it the Global World Heavyweight Championship.
George Pickens? Who?
George Pickens. I'm Steeler. Hey, I'm in Steeler mode also, guys. I apologize.
Who's
George
that?
Pickens, wide receiver of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
George Davis.
George Davis. My bad.
Wow.
George Davis actually he was on the preseason roster for the Denver Broncos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
But he beat up somebody during, and then it was like, oh, you're too violent for football. That was the reason why they fired him.
Really?
Too violent for football. So
imagine that.
And you had to get in the ring with him multiple times, and
I had no problem. I stood toe to toe with that man.
And you got another one with him. But we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
in a
we'll get
little
to that
bit.
in just a second.
Okay. Of course, we have Draven Post with us as well. So, hey guys, hopefully people get to see us this week.
How's it going, Blackhawk?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Blackhawk, Draven Post. I got 2 for the price of 1.
But that's because we have a lot of stuff to go over this
we do. We got to do the rundown of what happened last week for our big show at Melanie Lake, part 1 of summer break at Melanie Lake.
Man, outdoor shows are awesome. I love outdoor shows.
Oh, yeah.
I hate
especially
them.
Especially with a crowd like this where half the crowd is kids.
I
I will
them.
wrestle in front of kids forever. That is the greatest shows in the world.
Although I gotta admit, the kids part, we had a group of little girls out there. They were kids, not like not in high school, nothing.
Yeah, they're kids
or anything like that. But the little girls, and they were calling me the GOAT. So apparently there's finally a generation of small kids that are growing up properly.
I think he threw him each $100.
Finally.
probably. But what it is Rick's over with the 3 to 5 year old crowd.
Oh, right, because they don't
I'm
know
over. I'm over. No, with the 5 to 10 year olds. Shut up.
Because they don't know anything.
Hey,
well,
no, it was
they're
great.
learning.
They're like, you're the role model. You're awesome. And I'm like, no, call me the GOAT. And they're like, you're the GOAT. And I'm like, what? I didn't hear. And they're like, you're the GOAT. So I'm like, yes.
He was loving it because it usually doesn't happen.
Obviously, straight A students. Obviously.
Really?
Anyway, what is this?
All right.
No drink this week?
So no drinks this week.
And you're co-hosting, I guess?
Yeah. So
and you're guesting?
I guess. That's
So,
what I've been
right,
told.
We'll figure it out.
So we usually get, drinks in and stuff, and we got them all lined up for... Oh yeah,
we're
Beast
both wearing
shirts.
Beast shirts today.
So we got a lot of drinks till Beast comes back that we're gonna hold off on doing. So this week, I brought Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, this is from you?
Yep.
Oh,
right.
Lord.
So
This man's always on a diet,
Yeah.
and now what's he gonna do? He's gonna give us fattening food.
it's all right.
All right, let me have
So,
the first
well,
one. Don't want your grubby
I got
hands
some
touching.
now.
Let's go to a commercial, and then
No,
when we come back...
Aren't we gonna taste these on the air?
Yeah. But let him get it all set up and ready.
Yeah.
So,
All right, yeah, he takes forever. Tell you what, he's right. Even though it's not his show, I think the producer told him that.
the cameraman was giving me a signal.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break. But when we come back, we will taste these chips and give you the rundown of last week's cards. See you in 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
School is out. Take your summer break at Melanie Lake with Rubber City Wrestling as we present 3 incredible events. Sunday, June 25th. Watch as we crown a new World Super Heavyweight Champion at Lords of the Ring. Thursday, July 6th, RCW gets hardcore with Bike Night with Scars and Straps. And on Sunday, July 30th, see Title for Title at Battle at the Beach. 3 amazing events, all taking place at Kim Tam Park at Melanie Lake. Rubber City Wrestling, real professional wrestling, not that flippy stuff.
Artistic Butterfly is a locally owned shop made up of all handmade crafts and gifts. We have over 30 vendors that hand make their own unique items. Our products are constantly changing. We also provide fun crafts for adult eyes only in our newly opened third room, as well as homemade candies and baked goods. And let's not forget a few drawings by your role model, Ric Lieb. Artistic Butterfly LLC is community-based. We do fundraisers for kids with cancer, and we also collect non-perishable items for anyone in need. Come see us today at 498 Canton Road, Akron, Ohio 44312, or call us at 234-334-4656. Artistic Butterfly LLC, allowing local artists to spread their wings.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Okay, before we even get the rundown on this thing, I'm trying one of these because I've been smelling them. And
You guys ready?
they sort of smell like booty.
Mr. Cameron, you got yours?
All right.
1, 2,
Got it?
3.
You giving it a thumbs up?
I like them.
What's different? You
I
guys,
like it, but it tastes like a Cheez-It to me.
you can taste the peppers and onions.
Mm-hmm.
You can?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
taste the steak.
But the peppers and onions are there.
All right, so let's just eat on the air and say screw the show.
Mr. Cameron.
All right, I'm going to do it. Anyway, here it goes.
See, I continue eating because you're doing the rundown.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, Mr. Cameraman likes it too.
Last week on Rubber City Wrestling at Lords of the Ring, we had our show.
Save those for
There's
later.
actually 8 matches, or 7 matches total,
I was
because we
surprised.
added one that was a non-sanctioned RCW match, which means it wasn't an RCW sanctioned match because technically one of the participants isn't actually on the roster again yet, or back on the roster yet. If
You guys
we don't know
ready
if he's
for
coming
this?
back or not, but he did want to wrestle.
You guys
And
ready
that would
for
be
this?
former light heavyweight champion Spike St. James, who, by the way, came with his belt that he never technically lost.
Technically, he never lost. In his eyes, he is still light heavyweight champion.
I get that, and I understand his point.
Even.
But it was in a bag zipped up because we're not allowed to show his belt as long as Alexander Crowley is carrying the current belt.
And he even
So-
called Crowley out after.
And he did, and we're going to get to that in a little bit.
If you can come to terms with Spike on this, he and Crowley will have a teardown banger of a match.
It's not me that comes to terms with
Very-
anybody. This will be Tony T that has to come to terms with
Yeah.
them.
It's the
And this will
board.
be our our booking
board.
team that has
Yeah,
to do
The
with
board of
yeah.
directors.
Now, I have the promoter's license,
Mhm.
but that's about it. I'm not
But
doing
no,
anything.
that match could possibly be match of the year if it ever comes around.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Spike, and he wrestled Hippie Dave. And of course, Spike won that match,
It was a good
proving
match.
that he's still, in the question of should he still be light heavyweight champion if he came back. That would be a good one.
Yeah.
Super heavyweight tournament. There was a lot of big guys in there.
Yeah.
And one guy that didn't belong in there. I don't
Who
even know
was
what his
he?
name is. Nobody knows who he was. He's just some wrestler out of the random wrestler. Came out.
It
Dude
was a-
couldn't have weighed 205
It was a
pounds.
The man, that guy was less than 150.
Oh,
I
you know
mean,
what?
And he came out there and he's like, I weigh 300 and I should be in this. Runs in the ring and gets thrown out
by
instantly.
Schizo.
Oh my
Yo,
goodness.
You know what? I do think I got his name. I think some girl referred to him as Arrow?
Arrow, really?
Arrow, something like that.
Is he from Akron? Is he an Akron Arrow?
I don't know. I missed them when they
Depends
were
on how he
called the
spells
Arrows.
Gonna have to probably be a rubber duck after this.
Yeah.
Anyway, the two final participants were Schizo and Danny England.
That when we get to that was a great match, man. I've been friends with Danny for about 20 years. As long as I've known you, I've known Danny.
Well,
Danny was.
I'm gonna apologize to you what I got to do to him.
Danny's a good dude.
That's gonna no. Have you seen Danny in a dog collar chain match?
Yes, he lost to J.L. Watson.
That was tame.
Have you
This
seen
is
Ric
gonna
Lieb
be-
in a dog collar chain match?
You-
I made Carnage my bitch. Pardon the language.
You know what Danny told me? He said that match with J.L. Watson and the dog collar chain match was tame by what he used to do. He said
It is tame.
We've seen.
Let me
Yeah,
tell you, and we were in UWC with him, okay? This guy went off a balcony, threw a barbed wire table that was on fire, and continued the match.
Yeah, with a guy duct taped to the table or
he was
something.
wrestling Eddie Insane. He and Eddie Insane
had
one of the craziest hardcore
and
matches I have ever
Supersidal.
seen. Yeah, Supersidal was actually duct taped to that barbed wire table.
Afterwards.
That's
He was off of it at that time.
That's
No, he went through Supersidal.
I have the video. I'll have to watch
That's
it.
what
Go back
Vicky
and
told
watch.
me because he was too
Yeah.
scared.
All right, Lionheart versus me.
See,
I told you.
I just got out of the ring.
I told you.
What
Let me tell you
happened?
something. Before we even talk, I have all the respect in the world for Lionheart. He's the only one in the Misfits that's actually, in my opinion, a legitimate wrestler.
My shoulder was up.
My shoulder wasn't up. He pinned me in a backslide. That dude weighs a lot, okay? I'm just like, but my complaint is, who the heck wins with a
He
backslide?
weighs 240.
Hey, a win's a win.
I think that
Yeah,
dude
a
weighs
three's
more
a
than
three.
240. That's
Yep.
where I felt that.
That exactly.
No,
And
I dominated the match.
no,
I
you
thought-
cheated.
hey.
You thumbed him in the
Who
eye
knows?
every chance you
Who's
got.
who?
I've said it already. You guys don't have to go and gloat for him. I don't have disrespect for Blackhawk or for Lionheart. Or you.
You hear that? He's disrespecting.
My thing is
you.
this. Now I'm disrespecting you. Here's my thing. I believe Lionheart is an excellent wrestler. He needs to get out while he can. He's got a yard tard and a newbie. And then unfortunately, he's carrying all that weight on his poor back. And eventually he's going to collapse. Get out while you can.
I remember this newbie pinning you to the mat.
No, you don't remember. You remember this. What
No.
you do remember is me pinning you
No,
just a couple weeks
I
ago.
remember my shoulder being up
Oh.
while yours was down.
As he cries. Anyway, finally,
You should
Myers
have been
This
there.
isn't about me. Myers McBain versus DJ. Or no. It's Donovan J squared. Mr. Donovan Kozar. Donovan squared.
Donovan J squared.
Well, actually, he had explained like he's going to probably use his real name, Donovan Kozar. He didn't want to get any notoriety off the name Kozar because of the fact that, like the distant cousin of his played football, I guess, for the Browns. I never heard of him.
Well, yeah, that does sound.
Was his name like Benny or something? Benny.
Bernie
Kosar?
Kosar was a phenomenal quarterback for the Browns.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
No. Such.
Anyway, so he's like, I didn't want to use my real name because I didn't want people to think, oh, well, you're just trying to use it, get notoriety off it. But I guess they're just like, look, it's your name, use it.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
he
no
might
one
go-
can stop you from using it if it's your actual name. It doesn't
And
matter
he-
what's going on.
He did put up a good fight against Myers
right.
McBain.
Well, but and in true Cleveland Browns type fashion, he lost. Myers
Well,
McBain did win
I
that.
saw the finish on that match.
Clean.
That wasn't the cleanest finish I've ever seen.
What? I thought it was a great finish.
That's about as clean as a hotel bedroom, man.
Exactly.
And there's another
Hotels
one.
are clean daily,
Yeah. Yeah.
unlike your room.
No,
I want you to go home, take a picture of your bedroom.
That's weird. You want to see my bedroom?
No, I don't want to see your bedroom.
Hey,
Tell your wife to get dressed and then take a picture of that mess.
There's another match we're gonna talk about that is just as dirty
All right, we'll go ahead and talk later. Brandon Miller versus Kenny Collins was the next match. Great match.
What a
It was
banger.
great to see Kenny Collins back in
back.
the RCW ring.
Yeah, I miss Kenny Collins.
There's a couple of us that made big returns this week.
You made a big return.
You did.
Bobby Eagle made a return after
Yeah.
over 10 years of not wrestling.
When are we getting that guy on here? I
I
can't wait
want
to
him on
talk
here.
to that guy.
I want him on here. I got to see what his deal is. Spike made his return,
Mm-hmm.
and but
kinda.
again, it was
On
not sanctioned by Rubber City Wrestling. We got to say this because
It was an unsanctioned
There's no
match.
contracts in place yet.
yeah, it was an unsanctioned match. George Davis final. Oh, Kenny Collins won that match, by the way.
Yeah.
So
It
congratulations,
was a banger.
Kenny.
It was a banger.
Global TV Championship match. George Davis versus Draven. Oh wait, I forgot to do this.
See, this was
George
another.
Davis versus Draven Post.
This is another match that I was a coconut husk away from winning,
Coconut Husk. What is that?
and just of course, great match, and he has to fight dirty when I have my hands around it. I had
See,
it
Is
once.
this a race thing?
No, because this is. I think that this is not as much a George Davis thing. This is since I had I have history with George, and the whole time I've always said I respect George. George is a phenomenal wrestler. The problem is, he listens to the wrong people. You didn't have a problem with George Davis. You had a Terrence Knight problem.
Terrence Knight's a great guy.
I hit him with one coconut cracker, and of course, my knee that got worked on and my pad slipped down, hit the mat full force. And if I could have capitalized quicker, I would be standing here right now, Global TV Champ. And as soon as I went for another, he headbutted me right in my coconuts. And of course, Terrence Knight has to.
You brought
influence
coconuts to
this
the ring.
boy.
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
You're right. He influenced this boy
Uh-huh.
to cheat.
All right, listen.
Interrupted a great match.
George Davis dominated that match. I watched it. That was a dominant display of just brutality.
I had him beat.
You had no one beat. But I will say this. On the knee thing, I wrestled once with a broken kneecap. And I forgot about it during the match because, your adrenaline starts going. And I hit a knee drop. And
Yeah.
remembered really quick that I wasn't
Yeah.
supposed to do that.
And you don't have a knee anymore.
Oh, gosh, it hurt so bad. So I get it. But I'm not going to let you use that as the excuse. He was still going to beat you. All right, next match.
Actually, right after that match, though,
Had it.
George Davis had a run-in with an old acquaintance as he's leaving the ring.
Yes!
And match
What was that all
found
about?
Blackhawk.
What was that all about?
Man, I have never had my rematch.
That's right.
Well,
We are.
I thought after he beat you up so bad, you
We
would
had
want one.
3 matches. The first one was a no contest.
Yeah.
I won the second one clean. The
Well,
third one, he got the title off of me. The problem is, once again, George is a stand-up man. He knows what he's doing when someone's not in his head. But
Yeah.
Terrence had to make a couple
Night.
phone calls, which distracted me at the end of the match, and somehow, George pulls a roll-up out of nowhere.
And you know what?
And he got the title.
You still
Problem
have,
is, I've not had a chance to get back to get a rematch.
and you have a year to cash in your rematch.
Oh, we thought you were on vacation.
I had a couple other things I had to take care of for a
Yeah.
couple of months.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm back now.
All right.
And George, we'll get to that when we come for what's
Yeah,
coming up soon.
Yeah. So, next match, light heavyweight championship match. Alejandro Crowley takes on Joe Zook.
What happened to Joe Zook?
Dude, that wasn't
Another
Joe
guy
Zook.
came
No,
back.
no, that wasn't Joe Zook. That was just Zook, the backwoods brawler.
I haven't seen him since December, and he came back.
He's well, since December, because he's been back in the woods. Did you see his jacket?
It was made of people.
Yes. Zook is a totally different person than what he was before.
I was glad that I didn't wrestle him. I felt bad for
Well, including
Crowley.
he tried to eat Crowley during the match.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know.
Not because of that Marcus Knight, that
Hey.
merciless influence.
I've been friends with Joe since I got back. I did some mentoring and stuff with him, but he has become a totally different man in these last couple of months.
I'm pretty sure this is the merciless influence.
It's possible.
So, anyway, but Crowley ended up winning that match. So, congratulations, Crowley. Still
Good, Crowley. Good.
I thought Zook was going to win it. But anyway, main event, Schizo versus Danny England. Of course, Schizo wins this one cleanly.
No, he didn't.
There was no interference from the way at all.
I know.
I was surprised.
'Cause I was doing commentary at the time.
So you get a kendo stick
What?
that you stole from J. No. You stole that kendo stick from JL. I came out of the
That's,
bathroom.
wait. The same kendo stick that cracked me in the head? You're damn right I stole that from JL.
I came out of the bathroom in the locker room, and I found Lionheart and JL standing there. I look out the window, and I see Danny getting beat up by you and the rest of the way. I grabbed Bobby Eagle, and we ran out there. We needed to save him before you did more damage. I hope Danny whoops your ass.
There's a reason that match is coming. And we'll talk about that here in just a minute, too.
We're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to actually talk about next card coming up this Thursday.
School is out. Take your summer break at Melanie Lake with Rubber City Wrestling as we present 3 incredible events. Sunday, June 25th. Watch as we crown a new World Super Heavyweight Champion at Lords of the Ring. Thursday, July 6th, RCW gets hardcore with Bike Night with Scars and Straps. And on Sunday, July 30th, see Title for Title at Battle at the Beach. 3 amazing events, all taking place at Kim Tam Park at Melanie Lake. Rubber City Wrestling, real professional wrestling, not that flippy stuff.
Do you enjoy indie flicks and B-movies? Maybe have a script in mind and want to be showcased? Well, the same company that gave you Footsteps and Night Z, Guru Films, is looking for more ideas. Contact us at thegurufilms1@gmail.com or through the Guru Films Facebook page. So be sure to follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/gurufilms.420 to purchase DVDs and for updates on new films coming soon.
Would you like to see your commercial aired on both RCW Spotlight and RCW Global? Contact us on social media at facebook.com/Rubber City Wrestling, Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling, or email us at the RCW Network at gmail.com.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Well, fans, for the second easy for me to say, second week in a row, it's that time of the show again. You might have questions, but we don't have answers because instead we're going to run down a card.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we got a lot.
You're sorry, I'm not.
This is a really short distance between shows.
I know, right?
Like a week and a half.
That's all. But you know what? It's fine with me. Because, I need redemption. So, before we get to your match and my match, I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. As we talked about before, this is a non-sanctioned match from Rubber City Wrestling. You were just talking about it. You have no clue about this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you know right now.
What are you talking about?
You were talking about what would be the greatest match, one match you'd want to watch.
Yeah.
Non-sanctioned by Rubber City Wrestling, but it gives us the answer finally, once and for all. Who is the real champion? Spike St. James. I got goosebumps talking about it. Look at that.
Wait a minute.
Spike St. James will be taking on Alexander Crowley.
What?
The light heavyweight champion who never lost his belt versus the current light heavyweight champion in a match. And it's not just a regular match. This is a tables match.
No way.
The winner has to put
Dude.
his man through the table.
Wow.
Look,
There
goosebumps.
You're
I'm not joking. Goosebumps.
So there has
You see
to.
'em?
Are you going to put this as the main event? It's got to be the
No.
main event, dude, because then...
It's a non-sanctioned RCW match. It's
How are
probably
you
going to
gonna
have
follow
to
this?
jerk. It's probably going to have to be the first match.
So there has to be a winner.
But no one can follow that.
Yeah, you can't. There's no way you're not going to have a winner in a tables match.
Unless they both go through the table, but they
No.
just restart,
no,
right?
if they both go through the table, whoever's at the bottom
Yeah.
is the loser.
That's the way it works.
There's no way of it. I mean,
I've seen
even if they go through sideways, it's the guy whose arm is under is the one that loses. You understand?
Yeah.
This is a determination match.
Wow.
There must be one.
This is very
Again,
easily,
goosebumps, dude. I'm telling you.
This could very well be match of the year.
I know, and we might not even be allowed to acknowledge it because it's a
I know.
non-sanctioned match.
I hope we can.
So
I really
okay.
hope we can.
All right, so then we have another match that just got told to me just now, and it's not even on this list. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing is, this show, your Cars and Scraps, have you told everybody with the whole idea of this? It's at Melody Lake, but it's their bike night.
Yeah,
so they want this to be basically a
hardcore,
hard-rated adult type of show. Now,
something
this is
we're
still,
not. We don't do. We're still RCW.
We are still RCW.
There's
There
going
are
to be
still
real
some
wrestling
things.
still, but you know.
Yeah, there is no normal straight match in this. Every match has a special rule of some sort.
This is our Back to the Future Part 2 right here. This is our biggest of the trilogy. In my opinion.
Just in.
Okay,
Just
so
in.
What's this?
He told me there's a match that was set, as I just said a minute ago. Now I get to read it.
What we got?
First blood match.
Whoa.
That's an awesome kind of match to be in. I've been in those.
Yeah.
Brandon Miller
Oh boy.
versus your boy Joe Zook.
What? Backwoods versus
I got chills again.
Backwoods versus Backwoods?
Oh my gosh.
Holy crap.
Brandon Miller, the guy who will grill and eat anything he finds on the side of the road.
Yeah, versus
Joey Zook, who grills any person he finds on the side of the road in a first blood match.
So,
First blood match.
do you think who's gonna eat tonight?
And they both love blood.
Who's gonna eat?
I have no idea.
Joe Zook
I am staying away from this match.
I cannot believe that just.
I would not be surprised if this match ends with Zook eating parts of Brandon Miller.
This card could be good right now. Done. But I'm sure there's going to be another match.
I'm sure there's going to be
couple.
one or two.
Right?
Well, I know
But
of at
anyway.
least 3 more.
Right. I'm talking about what we have right here.
Oh, okay.
Could be good. Okay, now I'm going to get to our matches.
Okay.
Everybody knows about my match, so I'll go ahead and say first. It's the main event match. It's dog collar chain match. It's me, and it's supposed to be versus Danny England, but we're not sure if Danny's going to make it out.
Danny's going to lick the floor.
I know Danny. I've known Danny for years. He's a friend of mine. You would have to break his leg off and throw it in the lake for him not to make it into this match.
And another thing, you know what JL told me when he came to after you guys attacked him from behind backstage? You know what he told me? He said, if Danny can't make it, I know I can.
I would love that.
Those boys... See, Danny's been a friend of mine for years, but Watson and Danny, you can't
like-
get between... Yeah,
they're
they're
like,
brothers.
When
They've
they
been
fight
brothers
each
for
other,
years.
but then they made up.
Yep.
Now they're best friends again.
Well, that's like growing up. Your best friends are the guys that you always fight the most.
Yeah, I know.
And you hit them the hardest, they hit you the hardest, then you get back up with the black eyes, rub some dirt in it, and go get a drink.
And you're going to be in a Hawaiian street fight.
Yep.
Yep.
Only way to win that match
Versus Myers McBain, by the way.
Okay.
Now, what the hell's a Hawaiian street fight?
It's just like a normal street fight, but there's no pinfalls, no submissions.
So how do you got to win?
How do you win?
The only way to win, you got to send your opponent swimming. And we're at Melanie Lake, whether it be in the lake or in the Tuscarawas River.
So it's whoever gets thrown into the water first?
Yep, loses.
Whoever gets wet and it isn't sweat.
So,
okay.
Myers, I hope you're ready.
Man, that's terrible because I heard them talking about the river and the creek that was there and all the snakes and everything else that's in that creek.
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not.
Snakes don't bother me. I'm
They
from
got
Hawaii,
snakes.
man.
We got.
have worse. We have volcanoes. That's nothing compared.
Yeah.
That's the next thing. He's going to want to do a match from Hawaii, and first one to go into the volcano
match.
loses.
We got a volcano match.
Yeah, it'll be Joe Zook, and it'll be Joe versus the volcano match.
So Myers, I hope you're ready because you're going to go swimming July 6th.
My match you've not mentioned yet,
and that's why
we've been teasing it, but it's got a lot of ramifications for Battle at the Beach.
Oh yeah.
First of all, it's an I Quit match. I've never, in 20 years of watching you wrestle or wrestling with you,
I don't do special matches like this usually.
I've never heard you say I quit.
No, I don't.
I've never even.
I don't
seen
say.
you
He's
submit.
going to have to actually either knock me out.
No, because you have to say I quit.
That's what exactly. I cannot lose this match.
Man,
This is no matter how much Terrence or any of his other boys get involved in this, it's not going to matter.
George
because
doesn't-
I will not say I quit.
George doesn't quit either. So this match is going to go
George
for
Davis
30
isn't
years
quitting
straight.
And George and I when we go at it, we go at it. This is going to be a fantastic match.
Is there a time limit on this? Like, this might have to go to a draw.
There's
I
not on
think-
an I quit match.
I've
There's
never
no rules.
seen you two quit.
Neither
of you.
Neither of them.
We
have.
don't.
I think.
But the thing is, whoever comes out on this, which means when we get to Battle of the Beach, I get a shot at Cody Reaper.
Yeah, I know.
I hope
If you win.
I'm not losing this match. Like I said, I will not quit.
Okay.
Blackhawk, do me this favor.
I will not quit.
All right,
Mop
so...
the floor with him.
Oh, jeez.
And
You're just mad
go
'cause he
to
beat
battle
you
at the
up.
beach and take on Cody Reaper.
I'm going to be... RCW, have you ever had a double champion?
No.
So
don't
I'm
have
planning
that
on
knowledge.
being the first double champion. I'll be the global television champion and the world heavyweight champion.
Okay, so check it out. We're going to do our predictions right now. We'll go
Okay.
ahead and predict that one first.
Mhm.
You're taking yourself. Who are you taking?
Learn from my mistakes, and I think Blackhawk can do it.
Oh, I know George.
Well, Blackhawk doesn't have one thing, and that's a bunch of guys in his corner. Never heard you say I quit, but if I have to pick a winner, I got to go with the champion. I'm sorry. So, and that's because
You've been wrong before.
the champion. Personally, I think it's going to go to a time limit draw, but I'm not allowed to say that anymore because apparently
There's no time limit draws in an I Quit match.
So I'm going to go with George Davis on this one because he's got outside factors. And
Yeah, but I still have to say the words I quit.
I get that.
I've never even seen you
It
just
won't happen.
I get that.
tap out.
Okay. Next one, we'll go ahead and do my own.
Danny.
Obviously,
I'm
Danny ain't even walking on his leg right now. So.
yeah, but I've seen
And I got a chain for a weapon.
over the years I've seen Danny in a lot of hardcore and chain, and this is his specialty. Now you've done these types of matches.
Yes.
But Danny is a specialist in this type of match.
No, Danny's a specialist when there's tables on fires and when there's tacks thrown
Exactly.
around and broken glass.
Anything where he
This
can
is
use
a dog collar chain. This is something that I'm a man who has punched a guy with chains wrapped around my fist many times.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Danny's
very good
done
at
the
this.
same thing.
Yes, he has.
He's used a fiberglass ladder and it broke and he still got up
Oh,
on
guess
it.
what? He's not going to have a ladder in this match. Isn't that awesome?
Well, as far as you know,
Could be under the ring.
there's
Don't
no
give
other
him
rules
any
in
ideas.
this. There's no other rules in this.
He could
Other than
drag-
you have to keep the dog collar on.
He could drag you through the water, he could drown you, and then throw you up on the beach and pin you.
All right, well,
Well, I
Stop.
guess he'd have to throw him back in the ring.
You're gonna pick you. I know this.
your attempts for trying to scare me ain't working. I'm going to beat a one-legged Danny England easily. Or not easily, but I'm going to beat him. All right, no. All right.
There's gonna be
I'm gonna
nothing
take this
easy
back.
about this.
Yeah, there's nothing easy
No.
about beating Danny England, even with one leg.
Trust me.
But I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out.
The kendo stick shots alone, I still have some flashbacks, and Danny's one of my friends now, so...
Okay. Who are you guys picking?
Danny!
I have to go, Danny. Like I said, I've been friends with Danny for years. I've seen him go up and down the roads doing this type of thing. This is what he excels at.
Danny!
I'm going to say one more thing about this. My problem with Danny England in matches is this. I believe that he would rather hurt his opponent because he likes the crowd reaction when he does, oh, let me pull out this, let me pull out this. He gets to the point where he forgets to try and win the match. And that's what I've seen from watching video on him and scouting him. And I have been watching a lot of video on him right now. And one of these things I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you right now I'm going to be in a lot of pain in this match.
Yeah.
But you're not
But
a hardcore wrestler.
I'm not going to lose. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, we'll skip yours. No, we'll go to yours. Draven versus Myers McBain, Hawaiian Street Fight. I got to go with McBain. Because, well, let's just say this. Draven, you're sloppy. I watched it in the last match when you got beat up. You try and make the crowd please by trying to play to them when you do stuff. And the problem is, it makes you sloppy. And I think that Myers has been practicing really hard, and he's on a little win streak. And he also knows how to work the leg.
Well,
And your knee isn't best.
well,
We only
you
have to-
forget. It's a Hawaiian street fight.
I get that, but
And
a street
another
fight's a street
thing-
fight.
And another thing, when you unleash my Hawaiian temper, I can be just as deadly as JL and Danny.
We're gonna find that out, aren't we?
So,
So you're taking yourself.
I'm gonna have.
Who are you taking?
Well, looking at this match, actually could go either way.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, all respect to you, brother. I've seen you come a long ways in the time you've been here. And Myers has come a long ways in the time he's been here.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's an X factor in this match also. You have friends, but your friends aren't going to all be there this time.
No.
The thing is, Myers has a lot of friends.
Terrence
The same,
Knight being one of them.
Terrence Knight in Knight Enterprises, he's part of Knight Enterprises, so they will have his back, just like in my match. So, and the other side of this is also, I have never seen you in a hardcore style match either. Because of the couple of factors like that, I may have to give the tipping side to Myers on this one, dude. Because you got to watch your back 57 times. I don't want you to lose, man.
Well,
I would have your back if I could.
I'm glad you brought that up because, Myers, I hope you're watching. Why don't you leave your friends at home? I'll leave mine at home. 1-on-1. No interference, just you and me.
Lionheart tried to how'd that work out?
The other problem with that also is Myers may leave him in the back. That don't mean Terrence is going to follow it.
Okay.
Remember, so watch your back, brother.
So now we're gonna get off of our matches. Let's go to the first blood match. Joe Zook versus Brandon.
Oh,
Miller.
that's such a hard one to pick.
That new attitude of Zook's.
I gotta take Zook. I gotta take him. Brandon Miller, man. I mean,
You can't count him out though. He's squirrely.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
squirrely.
he's really squirrely, but
Well, like I said, the problem
squirrels
is
bleed.
Brandon is still got all of his senses. Well, as much as he had to start with. Zook, like I said, this is a totally different Zook.
Yeah,
This man, I don't know if he has any of his senses back at all.
true.
So I may have to tip it to Zook because of the attitude of Zook.
Zook will bite.
So we
No
have
scratch.
Yeah, there's your first blood as he bites a hunk
Yeah.
out of Miller and Miller starts
so we
bleeding.
have the backwoods Zook versus the rabid raccoon Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
They may start bleeding together. The
Yeah.
first ever double bleeding
Yeah,
first blood match.
you know you can rip a hangnail off, and if you're bleeding, you lose.
Okay, and then, so who are you taking?
It's a hard one, but I think Zook's attitude can get the better of him, so I'm gonna have to go Brandon on this one.
Okay.
I gotta go Zook because there is totally unknown factor in that one.
Exactly. Then Spike versus Crowley is an unsanctioned match, but let's go ahead and do a prediction anyway.
This one hurts because I've been friends with both of them for over 10
Spike
years.
never lost the belt. Spike's not going to lose this one.
Really?
Really?
You think we're gonna?
I've seen Spike beat Crowley before.
Mhm.
So if Spike does win this tables match and he wins, it's for the championship, I assume.
I don't think it's for the championship. I think it's basically for the pride of who the heck gets to say they're the champion.
So it's kind of an unofficially unification
Yeah,
type
there's
deal.
no, yeah,
Because
basically.
I was gonna say well then Spike would be the light heavyweight champion technically, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So we would have somebody not on our roster.
No,
As the
that's
champion.
what I'm saying. That's why I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be for the belt, but it's going to definitely be for the belt mentally. These guys, it's for their pride, basically.
Crowley's
There's nothing that says championship match.
Crowley's-
Crowley.
Crowley's a proud.
They were both proud champions.
Okay, but look, what did Spike do? He turned on you.
Yeah,
He turned his back on you and the fans.
Mhm.
Crowley has fought for these fans.
yeah.
You know, unless you go down to West Virginia. then
When he
you see
turned his
some real
back
fun.
on him and the fans, it just made him meaner and nastier. That's why he's gonna win.
I think Crowley's going to let his Crowley Inc. side from West Virginia out. And
Oh
I think,
gosh, you're such a mark for yourself. Why don't you just say that you think Crowley's got Team Beast and he's going to do it because the Beast is fighting cancer right now? Because that's what I would have said.
I can't
But
wait.
I'm sorry, the Beast fighting cancer means he's not going to be there to help him. And don't get me wrong,
Crowley
I'm
doesn't
praying
need
for
help.
the man because I love my co-host.
Mhm.
But you know, he is a factor when he's out there, and he's not going to be out there.
Crowley doesn't always need help. And I can't wait for the day that you face Crowley and Crowley shows you what's
I'm
up.
losing weight right now just so I can face him.
I think Spike. You
Hey,
might-
yeah,
might
just
be back.
spit it out.
You might be back unofficially, but I think this is the last stop for him.
Okay.
I think
So Crowley for you, Spike for me, tiebreaker.
There's a couple of X factors in this match. Being Spike and Crowley, I've known them basically since they started. I helped them to get a little bit of start here way back 10 years ago in other places. And they actually teamed together for so long. The thing that's going to make this so phenomenal
They know each other
is
so
they're as close as you can get to brothers without actually having blood. They know each other back and forth, up and down. Crowley has improved drastically over the last couple of years.
At that.
Exactly. Well, Crowley has improved drastically over the last couple of years. The X factor on Spike's side is he's added the martial arts to his repertoire now.
I heard
So
he's got.
I don't know which way this is gonna go, because also
You have to pick a winner.
I know Crowley has done a lot more of these no rules type of matches
Yes, he has.
than Spike has. But like I said, with Spike's martial arts and things, I don't know.
Nothing of this has to do with anything. It's who could throw someone through the table. And
really, actually,
martial
if
arts
you're going to go straight with that, Spike's a little bit bigger. He actually has a little more leverage.
And he knows how to flip somebody
I'm
into
wondering,
the freaking spin.
that's why I'm wondering, because part of his martial arts is not just karate. He's taken judo and some of these other ones that I'm going to have to give the scales over to Spike just enough that I think he may actually pull this out.
All right.
You should probably be my co-host. You agree with me more than this guy.
I'm surprised.
Spike might have a new
How did this
deadly.
happen that I agree with him for most of these?
Anyway, we got to get going.
Yeah.
Right.
We got to get going. The producer's saying to wrap it up.
We're running out of
I want to
time.
thank you guys for a great show.
Yep.
For Draven Post and, of course, Blackhawk, I'm your role model, Ric Lieb. Don't forget, this Thursday night at Melanie Lake, show up. Festivities are going to start earlier. They're going to probably start around 3:30 when you get the live DJ stuff. Maybe even have some live performing acts. So definitely show up early so you can go swimming. But after the swimming's done, you come over and you watch some wrestling.
And this is bike night too, so bring your bikes.
Bring your bikes.
Yes.
See you then.
Aloha.